What did Charles Darwin learn in the Galapagos? Charles Robert Darwin was an English naturalist, geologist, and biologist, best known for his contribution to evolutionary biology. His proposition that all species of life have descended from a common ancestor is now widely accepted and considered a fundamental concept in science. In a joint publication with Alfred Russel Wallace, he introduced his scientific theory that this branching pattern of evolution resulted from a process that he called natural selection, in which the struggle for existence has a similar effect to the artificial selection involved in selective breeding. Charles Darwin's first understanding of evolution blossomed in 1835 on the Galapagos Islands, 1,000 miles off the coast of Ecuador. This remote 19-island archipelago is located at the confluence of three ocean currents, giving it a unique climatic situation which species such as penguin and flamingo can coexist. Fully one-third of the Galapagos vascular land plants are endemic, as are most of the reptiles, nearly all the breeding land birds, and almost a third of the marine species. The highly challenging conditions of the Galapagos, with its arid climate, poor soil, and rugged terrain, afforded Darwin a chance to witness how species such as the giant tortoise and the Galapagos finches adapt in an almost laboratory-type settings. During his visit to the islands, Darwin noted that the unique creatures were similar from island to island, but perfectly adapted to their environments, which led him to ponder the origin of the island's inhabitants. Among those that struck Darwin so greatly were the finches that are now named in his honor. Darwin would later base some of his thoughts from supposing that these finches were all descendants of the same lineage. Such far-reaching observations and connections underpinned his theory of evolution. Years later, in 1859, Darwin finally consolidated all his observations into his famous book on the origin of species, drastically and controversially altering the scientific view on the biological origins of life. Today, the archipelago is under threat from various stresses, despite its UN designation as a World Heritage Site.